The fishiest queen to ever grace your screens is back, and she's fishier than ever. Do I really have to introduce myself? Well, I'm Goldine, the most fishiest queen of season 12, and not even just season 12, in Drag Race Her Story. I'm an all-star because RuPaul told me so. I'm the first queen to ever be hand-selected for All-Stars, and I know these bitches are shaking at the thought of seeing me here. I better not see that ugly loser from my season. I'm not even going to name her name, but you will know who I am talking about. And what have I been doing since my season? Well, I've been disowned by my former mother, Misty. Apparently I brought so much shame to the house of Misty, but oh well, I was the most relevant in that little house, and I've gotten myself a new drag mother. You may know her. She is a winner. She is currently the queen of the world. Yes, my mother is Lola, so you know it's going to be shady. She drags me all the time, but I love her. Now I can't wait to see what losers stroll into this workroom. They're no match for Goldine.
Gosh, I hope y'all are ready to get a little goofy.
Really? After 4 failed attempts to get on Drag Race and that was your entrance line? Girl, please, he's a chop already. I'm not gagging. I would have preferred to see Cusco again.
Well, howdy there, it's me, Goofy, and I come all the way from season 1 of Cartoon Drag Race. But you might remember me more of my time at the season 12 Makeover Challenge, where I was brought in as a makeover partner for Kazumi, and we were in the top together. Didn't win, but that's fine. I'm here to win All-Stars instead. But I do thank Kazumi because she helped me get on this season, and I want to thank the fans for voting me on, and I hope I do not let you down. I've been booked and blessed since my season, which was a very long time ago, and I know I'll be underestimated by these queens because I come from the very first season. But I've been doing drag since a lot of these queens have been born. Some call me a drag legend, and I hope I can live up to that name. But I see Goldine is the first one in here, and I am not looking forward to our interaction. I can already see the look on her face, and it's not a good one.
Goldine welcomes Goofy into the workroom and tells him she's happy he's here. Goofy, taken aback, thanks Goldine. Goldine says no problem, and that RuPaul will finally be happy to not see your name on the voting list anymore. Goofy, chuckling, said to Goldine he didn't see hers. Goldine says she was personally invited unlike some, then looks Goofy up and down and says, is this the best you can give? Goofy looks to Goldine, and laughs, then tells her he knows she's not the one to give fashion advice when she looked a hot mess her entire run of season 12. Goldine, shocked, said that was a bit direct. Goofy, chuckling, said oh it was. There's a slight silence before the next queen walks in the room.
Well, that shut her up. I'm not usually like that. I do apologize to the viewers, but queens like her really get on my nerves. But thank goodness someone else is coming because I cannot be alone with her for another minute. I am curious to who is going to walk through that door.
I didn't come to play, I came to snatch the crown like it's the final boss.
Oh, so this is the famous Ling Xiaoyu. Kazumi would mention non-stop. It'll be great to meet her, just so I can be the one to send her home. To be honest, I know who she is, because my former mother Misty was on the same season, so I had to be the supportive daughter, and this girl is tough competition.
Hi everyone, it's me, Ling Xiaoyu, coming from season 9 of Cartoon Drag Race. Wow, I am so happy to be here. Things haven't changed much, but I certainly have. Since my season I've been working on my drag. I've been touring all over the world, part of the iconic Work the World Tour, with icons such as Barbie, Raquel, Christy, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and many more. I've learned a lot from those queens, and I know these all-stars should be worried. No surprise that Goldine is here. I mean, we all watched her chaos of an elimination, and she somehow got an invite back. I mean, we do need someone to go first. But I'm really happy to see Goofy here. He's such a legend in this business, and it will be an honor to compete alongside him. And I was so proud of his makeover that my sister Kazumi did for him on season 12, really elevated him to the next level, and I'm not quite seeing that right now. I know he can do better, but it is still early days.
Ling is welcomed by both Goofy and Goldine, and she says this is so crazy to be back. Goldine said it's not that crazy, actually she knew she would be here. Ling tells her, that's only because RuPaul asked you, but for me and Goofy, we didn't get that opportunity. Goldine, laughing, said no one did, only her, and blew a kiss. Ling rolls her eyes and said you haven't changed? Goldine said why would she change when she was perfect the entire time? Ling says she's not going to comment on that, and then looks to Goofy, and tells him she is very happy to see him here, especially because he was Kazumi makeover partner. Goofy smiles, and said he didn't even realize she was Kazumi's sister, and asks Ling how is Kazumi doing. Ling said she's actually not sure, she hasn't responded to any of her messages. Goldine asks Ling does she feel like she's been replaced? Before Ling answers, another queen walks through the door.
That Goldine, I knew she was going to try and cause issues. It's what she does. And no, I don't feel replaced actually. Yes, it would be nice to hear back from Kazumi, but she has been very busy with Alice and Marshmallow. She did mention she was going on tour with them both, so I know neither Kazumi or Alice will be here. But someone is here, I wonder who it is.
I don't throw shade, I cast shadows. And trust me, they're permanent.
Alert, alert, ugly queen alert. How she got on I'll never know.
Oh my goodness, it's Gwen. She's a finalist like me, and she was quite the competition. Well, on her season they were all fighting for second place, but I'm a little shocked to see her here. But good for you, Gwen.
Hi everyone, Gwen here, and I am a finalist from Season 8. It feels so good to be back here. I can still smell the stench of fish in this room, but it's not Lola this time, it's Goldine. And I can already see a sinister look on her face, but that's just her face in general. I found my season to be quite tough, because not only were we all fighting for some airtime, because there was a desperate piece of trash hogging it all, we were fighting for the wins, and I left that season with 0. My goal for All Stars, get a win. I need a win on my record, and I'll be happy, but so far I'm seeing some tough competition, and then Goldine is just here. It's going to be an interesting season, and there's only 4 of us here. I wonder who else is on their way. I would love to be the only Season 8 queen, but I would also love someone from my season like Haley Smith, Hello Kitty, or even Louise Belcher, because alliances are key in a competition like this, and we are all pretty much friends beyond these walls.
Gwen is greeted by Goofy and Ling, she hugs them both. Goldine just laughs. Gwen rolls her eyes and said what's funny? Goldine said oh nothing and continues laughing to herself. Goofy looks to Goldine and tells her to spill what's funny. Goldine said it's funny that Gwen of all people is here. Ling, annoyed, looks to Goldine and told her that Gwen is a finalist, something she will never achieve. Gwen thanks Ling. Goldine laughs and said that's funny coming from you, you're not a finalist either. Ling said no, but she's placed higher than a low, something Goldine has yet to achieve. Goldine laughs and said that's about to change this season. Goofy tells the girls to ignore her and asks Gwen what she's been up to. Gwen tells them she's been working on her drag and finally started performing in clubs with Heather and Lashana, and that she did take some acting classes. Goofy tells Gwen good for her and he's happy to see her here. Gwen thanks Goofy and they continue chatting until the next queen walks in.
Oh, it's going to be fun alright with Goldine being here. She's such a Lola wannabe. As much as I hate Lola, no one can do Lola better than Lola. But I wonder who is coming next.
Mother has arrived again.
Oh wow, it's Linda Belcher. I'm so happy to see her actually. I know her very well from my friendship with Louise. She's my seasoned sister and we had dinner at her restaurant multiple times with our other seasoned sister, Haley Smith. I'm so happy Linda is back on Drag Race.
Hey everyone, Linda Belcher here, and I am back again. I've been in this workroom a lot lately, but I am so happy to be back competing for myself. I'm tired of winning these makeover challenges for the winners of the seasons, haha. Well, we didn't win them, but shout out to Double D and my best friend Marshmallow. Wow, it feels so surreal being back competing. I was the pork chop of All Stars 1, and honestly it was heartbreaking. Then I seen my daughter Louise get on season 8, and I was her biggest supporter, even though she didn't do great, but that's what a mother does, she supports her baby. And I see Gwen is here. I love her, she's like a daughter to me. She and Louise text nearly every week, so I will keep her safe, because we all know Goldine is here, and I can tell she's going to try and be the bitch. No sweetie, I can be the biggest bitch here. Bring on these queens.
Linda is welcomed by the queens, and she rushes over to hug Gwen. Goldine looks to Linda and asks her does she know Gwen? Linda said of course, she and her daughter Louise are great friends. Goldine, shocked, said to Gwen, you have friends? Linda looks to Goldine and told her not to start, because it won't end well for her. Goldine, laughing, said you're a 2-time loser, I have nothing to worry about. Linda, annoyed, said a 2-time loser who's about to kick your ass. Ling stops Linda, and tells her Goldine is not worth it, she's probably going home first anyway. They all laugh. Ling asks Goldine what's happened with her and Misty. Goldine, taken aback, asks what does she know. Ling, smiling, said that Goldine has been kicked out of the house of Misty. The queens all laugh, and Linda said not even your own mother wants you, and calls her a sado. Then the queens continue laughing and bonding until the next queen walks in.
Springfield's first lady of drag has arrived.
Oh my fucking god, it's Marge, my good friend Marge. I love her so much, she's such an icon. And these queens don't know what hit them, especially Goldine.
Well, hi everyone, Marge Simpson here, all the way from Season 3 and All Stars 1. And I am so honored to be asked to come back, because my drag has certainly changed since my last appearance. And my last appearance was a wild ride. I'm sure you all know by now, I sent Bugs Bunny home blah blah blah. Look, me and Bugs have made up. It was a competition, and I am also here to compete. I see a lot of talented queens in this room already. You got Goofy, who is a drag legend, very happy to see him here. You got Ling Xiaoyu, I have seen her perform not personally, but through the internet, and I'm not quite sure who Gwen is if I'm being honest. I know her from Season 8, but that's it. Then I look and I see Linda Belcher, a good friend of mine. I love her a lot. I can see a mother alliance forming already. I know the question on everyone's mind right now, will I send home a frontrunner again? The answer is you never know. But like I've said, a lot has changed and I cannot wait for the world to see the new and improved Marge Simpson.
Marge is welcomed by the queens and Linda gives her a big hug, and said she can't believe she's here. Marge said neither can she was just on her way to the Quickie Mart, and got a phone call from RuPaul personally if she wants to be on the show. Goofy looking over to Goldine and said it looks like you're not the only one personally invited. Goldine rolls her eyes, and asks Marge how does she have RuPaul's number. Marge said they have a personal relationship, and that they have worked together, and she's also worked with Raja, who was a judge here. Gwen looking to Marge and said she's a fan of hers and asks her how is her relationship with Bugs Bunny now. Marge giggling thanks Gwen for being a fan and said, oh, I get this question a lot, and we are fine. Goldine asks how much hate did she get. Marge said it was a lot, but she powered through it and it actually made her a better drag queen. Ling tells Marge the fans need to realize it's the name of the game being back on All Stars. Linda nods, and said we have to send each other home, then looks to Goldine and said she will happily send her home. They all laugh.
Oh, I mean that by the way. This bitch just reminds me of Lola, but a poor man's version. And Lola gave my Louise a hard time on Season 8, and I will happily send Goldine back home crying to her mama Misty. Oh wait, she don't even want her no more.
I'm Francine Smith, PTA president by day, Popper's princess by night.
Oh my goodness, the Mothers Alliance just gained a new member, because our other friend Francine Smith is here. I had no clue she would be here. I had no clue any All Stars 2 queens are coming. I am so shocked to see her. Could you imagine if Lois Griffin walked through that door, then the moms would be under one roof.
Well, I'm back, haha. It's me, Francine Smith from Season 4 and All Stars 2. I'm as shocked walking in here as the queens seeing me are, because I didn't have quite the all-star run on my season. Yeah, I won a challenge, but it was a shared win. And then All Stars 2, I was determined to be the one to take down the Mode Squad, and that backfired on me thanks to that little bastard Cusco. But I am changed. I won't be plotting anyone's downfall this time round, but alliances are key in All Stars, and I see 2 of my good friends, Marge and Linda. Plus I see Gwen, she's Haley's friend. It looks like I'm pretty stocked up on friendship here, and with Roger hopefully on that judging panel, I'm a shoo-in for the crown. Just call me Thorn, I'll happily take the favoritism. I actually insist on it. Shower me with love. And Stan, don't forget to take the beef out of the oven. I just know he will forget.
Francine is welcomed by all the queens. Marge and Linda give her a big hug, and Francine tells them she can't believe they're all together. Linda nodded and said all we need now is Lois Griffin. Goldine said anyone but that flop. Linda ignores her, and asks Francine how did she get here. Francine said she took a plane. Linda laughing, said to Francine she meant to compete again, because she didn't realize they were allowing the All Stars 2 queens to return. Francine said that Roger played some politics to get me here. Goldine said it doesn't surprise her really. Francine tells Goldine to shut up, and said she's kidding. She got asked by RuPaul and RuPaul wants to see more and she will give her more. Goofy looking to the moms and said is there going to be a mother alliance? Francine said possibly, she won't rule it out. Ling nods and said alliances are needed on All Stars. Goldine rolls her eyes and said talent is needed not alliances. Ling looks to Goldine and said well you're fucked then. They all laugh.
Alliances are forming already, which is great to see, but it's worrying. I know there are only 7 of us in the workroom right now, but I'm not close with anyone. But Francine, on the other hand, it's gaggy to see her here, but she's very friendly with 3 other queens. I'm hoping for a season 9 queen to walk through those doors. Come on, Zelda.
Poor unfortunate queens. Your time is up.
It's not Zelda, but Ursula, someone who I am quite close with actually. She is a Miss Congeniality from season 7, and I am the Miss Congeniality of season 9. We sometimes host a dinner for all the Miss Congenialities of Cartoon Drag Race to catch up, so I am glad I finally have someone I am on good terms with here.
Well, hello my loves. It's me, Ursula, your Miss Congeniality of season 7, and the 4th Miss Cartoon Continental. Don't let me forget that accolade. Wow, it feels amazing being back in this workroom, seeing these queens' faces. I know a couple of them, Goofy, Ling Xiaoyu.
I also know Linda, Marge and Francine. So far we have some talented queens here.
Well, what have I been up to since my season?
I've been entering pageants, redefining my drag, and it worked. I went on to be crowned Miss Continental, the biggest pageant in the drag scene, and now I'm happy to showcase my new self here. I was in my head a lot during my season. I wanted to be the bitch of the season, but then I seen Angelica and Heather, so I thought, why be a villain when you can be the winner? And that didn't work out well for me, but it did get me Miss Congeniality. I'm pretty close with a lot of queens from my season, especially the Brigade, Grandpa Simpson and Fairy Godmother. Neither of them have mentioned about coming here. I didn't either. Don't want to break the NDA now, do we? Haha.
But I am so excited to get to know my competition and see who I will take out to be crowned a winner.
Ursula is welcomed by all the queens. She gives them all a big hug and tells Ling she is so happy to see her here. Ling said likewise, it's like Friday night all over again. They both laugh. Goldine, confused, asked, do they know each other? Ursula nods and said her and Ling meet up regularly with the other Miss Congenialities of the franchise and have a catch-up normally every Friday. Goofy said, even Kuzco? Ling and Ursula looked to each other and said, no, not him. They all laugh. Francine said she actually hates Kuzco because he exposed her plans on All Stars 2. Goofy asked Francine what was her plan. Goldine looked to Goofy and said, do you watch the show? Goofy said of course, but he can't seem to remember. Francine said it's okay, and said she was planning on taking out the Mode Squad, but Kuzco put a stop to that. Ursula said to Francine, is there anyone here you want to take out already? Francine, laughing, said just one and looks at Goldine, who laughs at her. They continue chatting until the next queen walks in.
All these bitches are coming for me. Should I be worried? No, not at all. I'll have the last laugh when I'm crowned a winner. I don't even know which one I'm targeting first. Actually, I do, Gwen.
The BBL Queen is back, and this ass has its own zip code.
Oh wow, this is truly amazing. My season 9 sister, Red Guy, is here. I love him so much. We were quite close on our season, for all of 2 episodes. But has he got more work done because that ass is looking bigger?
Jesus Christ, that is huge. I'm jealous. I'll have to get his doctor's number.
Why hello there, I'm back, and these queens' jaws dropped when I walked in, and all eyes on my giant prize. Yes, I've had more work done. I'm obsessed with my ass, okay. But I'm so happy to be here on All Stars 5. I see a couple familiar faces, some I don't know, but would love to know. Like Marge Simpson, she's going to be competition, I can feel it. But is that my season 9 sister Ling? I love her so much, I missed hanging out with her and Raquel. Shout out Raquel, don't have the wedding without me. But I'm so ready to show these queens what I can do, especially in the comedy challenges. No one is on my level when it comes to comedy, considering I was brought back as a mentor to the season 12 queens in the roast, but I'm a little surprised there's only Goldine here from season 12. That season had a lot of talent. Maybe they're on their way, maybe they didn't get the call. I hope they didn't, haha.
The queens welcome Red Guy and he gives everyone a hug whilst cracking jokes. Ling said, it's so good to see you again. Red Guy nods and said it really is, and he's missed her. Goofy looking to Ling and said, you got another queen you know now. He's not seeing a lot of queens he knows. Goldine said, maybe they just don't like you. Ursula looks to Goldine and told her to knock it off, and she tells Goofy she does like him, and she blows a kiss to him. Goofy thanks Ursula. Red Guy looks to Ursula and said he's actually a little shocked to see her here, to be honest. Ursula said, really? Red Guy nods and said, you didn't have the best track record on your original season. Ursula said she was actually the most voted to come back, then said to Red Guy that All Stars is all about redemption, and trust her when she says she's coming for the crown. Gwen said all she wants is a win, to be honest. They all laugh. Francine looking to Gwen and told her that win will come, don't you worry sweetie. They continue chatting until the next queen walks in.
Ursula is correct. All Stars is about getting a redemption, and my goal this season is to get a win. And of course win All Stars, but I just want a taste of a win. I don't even care what challenge.
I'm not toxic. I'm just selectively fatal.
Oh gosh, someone I know. We may not be from the same season like some here, but we were in the same makeover challenge with Linda. I didn't really speak with her much, but it'll be great to get to know her.
Hello there, Poison Ivy here, and I am finally here. Only took me 5 attempts. I've missed out on this opportunity by 1 vote most times. Thank you to the fans for your consistent love. I will not let you down. I'm walking in here an early out from my season, but I'm also walking in here trying to find the all-stars, because right now I'm not seeing any. Well, minus Goldine and Red Guy, they're pretty much an all-star, but the rest? No ma'am. I do however see my season 4 colleague Francine Smith. I didn't say sister, because I only call people I'm close with sister, okay? But I don't care if she's here, just one more hurdle to get over. I have so much to prove, just like Thorne did last All Stars, and she walked away with the crown, and spoiler alert, so will I.
Poison Ivy is welcomed by the queens, and she thanks them all. Goldine looks to her and said she's sickening and she can't believe she's finally made it to All Stars. Ivy said she can't believe it's taken her so long to get here, whilst flops like Lois Griffin, Peppa Pig, Jinx, Kim Possible, Stella, and Celia got on before her. Linda tells Ivy not too much on Lois Griffin. Goldine and Ivy laugh and said to Linda, you can't be serious right now. Linda nods. Goofy looking to Ivy and said it's so good to see you again. Ivy asks Goofy does she know him? Goofy confused said we were at the season 12 makeover. Ivy shrugs her shoulders and said she don't remember seeing him there. Linda said he was there and so was she. They all had a conversation in the car ride there. Ivy said sure thing and said to Goofy lovely seeing you again. Francine said to Ivy will you be making alliances? Ivy said no, alliances are for the weak, and she don't need them, she's a challenge winner. Linda said you didn't win, your partner won. Ivy said she's still part of that win, so it's her win as well. Goldine said she loves it, and asks Ivy how will she play in this competition. Ivy said she will be sending the strongest competition home. The queens gasps, but before anyone could say anything another queen walks through the door.
Good lord, she's a feisty one, isn't she? And why did she tell us she's sending the strongest queens home? That's not looking good for her. She should have kept that to herself if you ask me.
I'm about to get my happily ever after, when I snatch the crown.
Shut the hell up, fairy godmother, my good friend and my season sister. I'm a little shocked to see her honestly, but that's a face I'm happy to see and a queen that needs her redemption.
Well, hi there. Fairy Godmother here, and I come from the iconic season 7. And I am just as shocked walking in here as the queens looking at me. I do consider myself an all-star, but I know a lot of people wouldn't, mainly because I lip-synced for my life 4 times on my season, and I did not give a great performance. I cringe watching back. But I feel like I've evolved and my drag has evolved since my time on season 7, and I am so happy to see Ursula in this workroom once again. We were very close on our season. We have a mutual respect of each other. She's a drag icon. I'm a drag icon. We love to see the brigade back together. However, I don't see Grandpa, and I for sure do not want to see that bitch Duchess. We had a little argument in Untucked one episode and the psycho attacked me, like physically. It was something out of the AARP WWE SmackDown. She was very lucky I didn't press charges.
Fairy Godmother is welcomed by the queens. She thanks them and then gives Ursula a big hug, and said she can't believe she's here. Ursula nods and said she can't either. Poison Ivy said neither can she. Fairy Godmother asked her what does she mean by that. Ivy said to Fairy Godmother you're not really an all-star, are you? Ursula and Fairy Godmother annoyed said neither are you. Ivy said she is actually because she got her win recently, and asks Fairy Godmother did she get a win? Because she only remembers her bottoming the entire season. Ling looks to Ivy and tells her she's talking all this shit for someone who was 3rd eliminated on her season and was a part of a makeover where the other Ivy won, not her. Poison Ivy just laughs. Fairy Godmother said she's going to ignore that one and said she can't wait to send her home.
Well, I don't know what's gotten into Poison Ivy. She was never like this on our season. She's changed a lot. Maybe she needs a drink in her already. Can I get some shots over here?
Sleep tight, queens, because this nightmare just became your competition.
Now we're talking. A true all-star has walked in here. Darkrai is going to be major competition, and he will be the one I am coming for first.
Oh shit, this competition just heated up, because honestly Darkrai is no joke when it comes to talent, and he's my season 10 sister. We had a decent bond, but nothing major. He was more bonded with Scooby-Doo, but good to see him here.
Hello there, it's me Darkrai, Season 10's finalist, and I am very happy to be back here. I'm here to collect a crown, because mine was stolen from me. I'm totally kidding. Double D really deserved the Season 10 crown. It could have gone to either one of us, to be honest with you. It was neck and neck. But this time around I'm not messing about. I'm looking at these queens already here, quite shocked to see some of them. Like Fairy Godmother, Gwen, Ursula, the mothers. I kinda like this cast. So far no Barbie looking queens. You know I hate those, haha. I've been told I'm somewhat a door opener for the Pokemon queens to do well again in Drag Race. Because before me, they were flopping all over the place, and I put us back on the map, just for Goldeen and Glaceon to fuck it up. And speaking of Goldeen, I'm not looking forward to her. I don't know her that well, but seeing what she was like on Season 12, I don't quite care for her. But I'm ready to get to know my competition, before I send them all home, haha.
The queens welcome Darkrai to the competition. He thanks them all and said they saved the best for last. I see, they all laugh. Darkrai tells them he's joking and they all deserve to be here, they're all on the same caliber. Goofy says except for Goldeen, they all laugh. Goldeen is very annoyed. Gwen laughing, looking to Goofy and said she wouldn't think that would come out of his mouth. Goofy just laughs. Darkrai looking to Red Guy and asked has he had more work done? Because that ass is looking huge. Red Guy said of course he has, and said to Darkrai does he think Mickey Mouse is coming? Darkrai laughing, said I think you mean Messy Mouse, they all laugh. Poison Ivy looks to Darkrai and said get as comfortable as you can, because I'm sending you home. Darkrai confused said is this bitch for real? Ivy nods. Darkrai said it's your funeral sweetheart and good luck.
Wow, she's brave isn't she? She's been off Drag Race for nearly 2 years and coming back with fire. I kinda love it. I would gag if she sent me home, haha. But sweetie, I'll be the one to send you home first.
I don't chase rabbits, I chase crowns.
Wait, what? Why is Alice here? I thought I was going to be the only Season 12 queen. But I think we're okay. I wasn't that mean to her on our season. And I need to be on her good side, because she's fierce competition.
I thought Alice was touring with Kazumi and Marshmallow. I wasn't expecting to see her here, to be honest. I don't think any of us were. Maybe we could form a Miss Congeniality alliance with Ursula.
Well, hi everyone. It seems like I was only just here, haha. I'm Alice, the Season 12 Miss Congeniality, and it looks like I'm back. Season 12 changed my life, honestly. My elimination, it did hurt, but seeing the hashtag Alice for All Stars 5 trend was such an incredible feeling. I love my fans. But I was in the bottom with one the best lip syncers I have ever seen, and I was only in the bottom because of a joke stealing bitch, who I'm not seeing, which is a good sign. Of course Goldeen is here, we knew she would be, but I'm actually loving this cast, so good to see some of our Season 12 makeover partners. No sign of Rigby, my new sister. I loved hanging out with Rigby. Surprised Eve is not here. I thought she would be here. I was hesitant about coming back so soon. I had to choose between Drag Race or a spot on Broadway, and of course I chose Drag Race, because I seen who else was on that cast, and I will not share a stage with Celia. I don't know how she even got that booking considering what Marshmallow told us. I haven't had much time to work on my sewing, so if there is ever a design challenge my trusty hot glue gun will make an appearance, haha.
Alice is welcomed by all the queens. Goldeen is shocked to see her, and asks what is she doing here? Alice chuckling said she's here to compete. Goldeen said what about Broadway? Alice said she turned down the offer because she didn't want to share a stage with Celia. Ursula tells Alice she don't know how Celia is still getting bookings after what she did. Alice nods and said she refuses to share a stage with her. Alice then tells the queens it's an honor to compete alongside you all. Poison Ivy tells Alice to leave that congeniality shit at the door. Alice, taken aback, tells Ivy she's been around the other Ivy for far too long and she needs to watch her mouth. Poison Ivy chuckling said she's just telling the truth. Francine tells Ivy she's playing a very dangerous game when it's them who will decide who goes home and not RuPaul. Ivy said it's a game she wants to play. Fairy Godmother told Ivy good luck and make sure you're not in the bottom. Ivy said she don't need luck, she's got all the talent.
Francine said it best. Ivy is playing a dangerous game so far. Coming out the gate all guns blazing. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that this attitude Ivy is bringing will not help her in this competition. Because who are you relying on? Goldeen, good luck.
I can see that these queens are intimidated by me, And I don't blame them. I am probably the third biggest threat here, other than Darkrai and Alice. I mean, the others may as well pull a Chief Wiggum and self-eliminate at this point.
The mother of the house is here. Wait, what is happening?
Really, Eevee? You got to be kidding. Well, looks like Goldeen versus that awful drag family is back on. But she's starting to glow. What the fuck is going on?
Well, hi, I'm Sylveon, and I am honestly so happy to walk into this workroom today as a proud trans woman. I knew I was different than everyone else back home, and having such a supportive family was what I needed. My children, Glaceon, Leafeon, Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, Espeon, and Umbreon. I love you all, but it's time for Mama to snatch this crown. I was on Season 3, and it was a very tough competition. We had Pleakley, Jessie and James, Mrs. Garrison, Grim, the list of talent goes on and on. But coming back for the Season 12 Makeover Challenge with my daughter Glaceon was such an incredible feeling. Even though we lost and she got eliminated, it still brought us closer together. And I had an incredible one-on-one with Marshmallow, and she gave me a lot of advice. And then I took my trip to the doctor, and here I am. I think I'm the last one here. It is pretty full. I see Alice, which I'm not surprised. I thought she was winning her season, to be honest. But I do see Goldeen. And we have issues, as you are very aware. But I'm not gonna let her ruin my experience on All Stars. I really want to be the one to send her home and bring closure for the House of Sylveon.
Oh wow, that was quite an entrance from her. I just hope we don't have another Goldeen versus Glaceon moment, because that was too much to put up with on Season 12.
Sylveon is welcomed by the queens, Goldeen just rolls her eyes, Sylveon thanks them. Gwen said that was quite the entrance and it gagged her. Goldeen said it doesn't take much to gag you, does it? Gwen tells her to shut up and mind her business. Linda said, what name do you go by now, because they want to be respectful. Goldeen said yes, she's not a transphobe like Celia and she respects what she's been through, but she just don't like her personally. Sylveon thanks Goldeen, and said she now goes by Sylveon. Linda looks around and said there's 4 out of 6 of them from the Makeover Challenge. Goldeen nods and said you all got pity votes, especially you Sylveon. Alice said they weren't pity votes, they were well deserved. Goldeen rolls her eyes and said nothing has changed from you Alice. Darkrai looking to Goldeen and told her she's brought nothing but shame to the Pokemon Queens after he's brought their reputation back from the ground. Ling said no wonder Misty disowned her. Sylveon gasps and said Misty disowned you? Goldeen said she doesn't wish to comment. Marge said she can hear footsteps, surely there can't be another? Goofy said 15 queens? That will be a lot, and they all wait for the next queen to enter the workroom.
So right now there's 14 of us, and we can hear footsteps. Surely there's not another. But I wouldn't be surprised if it were another All Stars 2 queen. Fingers crossed for Mrs. Potts.
Hello, hello, hello!
It's only RuPaul, so that means this is the official cast. Interesting, very interesting. I'm looking around this room and I know I got this in the bag, but I'm not letting it be known like how Poison Ivy and Goldeen are doing. They need to tone it down.
My All-Stars, welcome to All-Stars 5. Some of you I have not seen for a very long time, and some of you it felt like just yesterday. But All-Star rules have been suspended.
Wait, what does she mean? Does that mean RuPaul will be sending us home instead? I hope so, because I know these queens will want me out as soon as I'm in that bottom.
That's right, we are gonna do eliminations a little differently this season. I will choose 1 top All-Star, not 2.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Now getting a win is going to be much harder when only one of us can be the top All-Star. I need to make sure that's me.
Then in the workroom, the top All-Star will choose the lipstick of the bottom queen who they think should go home. And all of you will then cast your votes for the bottom queen you think should go home.
Oh wow, it's getting too real right now. Thank goodness I have a couple queens in here I know. Alliances will be key this season. Maybe I do need to form the Miss Congeniality Alliance with Alice and Ling, but I can also explore other options.
And then the top All-Star of the week will lip-sync for their legacy, but you won't be lip-syncing alone up there. You will be lip-syncing against a secret lip-sync assassin.
Oh my goodness, I need to make sure I am the top All-Star of the week, because I would love to go up against a secret lip-sync assassin, and show them I'm one of the best lip-syncers in the entire franchise.
If the top All-Star wins the lip-sync, the bottom queen they chose will get the chop. But, if the lip sync assassin wins the lip sync, they will reveal the lipstick of the queen that the group has voted to go home.
Oh good lord, this competition has changed just like that, and I'm so happy right now to be aligned with Linda and Francine. We have a mother's alliance going on, but they seem close with Gwen as well. She was a finalist. She could be one to keep close by.
And who will be the lip sync assassin? Well, it wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you now, would it? But your first maxi challenge, we are bringing back the talent show. Now you don't have long, so get reunited with your sisters, and good luck and don't fuck this up.
So we have a talent show as our first challenge? Luckily for me and Linda, we're the only queens here who has taken part in a talent show on our season. I was part of the very first talent show, but I was just safe. Now I need to step it right up and show these queens that good old Goofy still has it, and he will be the top all-star.
Darkrai and Red Guy are preparing for their talent show. Darkrai said this spot was pretty lucky for him last time, so he's gonna sit at the exact same station. Red Guy nods and said he's happy to see him again. They haven't really spoken since season 10. Darkrai nodded and said he's just been very busy touring and asks Red Guy what has he been up to. Red Guy said also been touring, doing a comedy tour. Darkrai said he's proud of him. Red nods and thanks Darkrai. Darkrai then said he's actually a little shocked at this cast and asks where's Mickey. Red tells Darkrai he feels the exact same and asks where are the all-stars. They both laugh. Darkrai tells Red a lot of them do need a redemption and he hopes they get it. Red Guy said what about Goldeen and Poison Ivy, she's coming for you. Darkrai laughing said she's no threat, she's just a basic ass bitch. Red Guy then asks what does he think about the twist. Darkrai said he loves it, a little changed isn't hurt. Darkrai asks Red what is he doing for his talent show. Red Guy tells him he's gonna be doing stand-up comedy. Darkrai tells Red he should smash it, comedy is his specialty. Red nods and asks Darkrai what is he doing. Darkrai tells him he's going to do an original spoken word. Red Guy tells him he can't wait already and they both continue bonding and working on their talent show.
Comedy is what I do best. As you saw, I was brought in as a mentor on season 12, so let's just say I can see myself in the top for this talent show, and hopefully be the top all-star of the week.
Goldeen and Poison Ivy are preparing for their talent show. Goldeen asks Ivy what is she planning on doing for her talent show. Ivy said she's going to do a botanical burlesque. Goldeen asks her what the hell is that? Ivy chuckling calls Goldeen uncultured and tells her it's a sensual striptease, but each layer of her costume is a different poisonous plant. Goldeen said you're crazy. Ivy said maybe she is, maybe she's not. She then asks Goldeen what she is doing. Goldeen said she is doing a water pulse display, showcasing what she can do with water. Ivy said she hopes she can pull it off because it sounds boring. Goldeen thanks her and said not as boring as a striptease and calls Ivy a hooker. They both laugh. Ivy then asks Goldeen what does she think of Sylveon being here. Goldeen said she don't care, she was only brought in for the upcoming drama. Goldeen then adds that she made the house of Sylveon relevant again because everyone forgot about her before that makeover challenge. Ivy agreed and said she's definitely not an all-star and Sylveon should not be here. Goldeen agreed and said she got her little moment and she will be sending her home. They both continue to laugh and bond.
I'm worried for Goldeen because a water pulse performance? I'm bored thinking about it. It's nothing compared to my burlesque show I will display for the judges. I hope they see the sexy side of Poison Ivy.
The mothers and Gwen are discussing the new twist whilst preparing for the talent show. Francine said with the new voting system they promise they won't vote each other. They all agree. Linda said they're a unit, and they will be the top 4 of the season if they stick by each other. Francine agreed and said they're all very social, and that they could easily persuade the others. Gwen nodded, and said that they all have a connection with others here, and said she can get close with Darkrai, they share a similar style of drag. Marge said she could speak with Ursula and Fairy Godmother, since they have a connection with Grandpa Simpson. Linda nods, and said she can speak with Sylveon, Goofy and Alice, from the season 12 makeover. Francine asked what about Ivy? Linda said fuck her, she's too much. They all laugh. Gwen asked what they're all doing for the talent show. Linda said she will be doing a comedy dance tutorial. Marge said she loves that idea. Then tells the queens she's gonna be styling a wig in just 1 minute. Francine said that's gonna be interesting to watch. Then tells the queens she's going to be doing a roast. Linda said that's brave, but tells Francine she's hilarious so she can't wait. Gwen nods and said she's going to paint a portrait of RuPaul within 90 seconds. The moms just look at each other and Francine said do you have anything else? Gwen tells them no but she can work it out. Francine said she hopes so because she really cares for her. They all continue bonding and preparing.
After finding out about this twist, we've decided not to vote each other. I wouldn't have done that anyway. I love these queens. But we're all pretty social and have the numbers game here. It feels like I'm on Survivor, haha.
Sylveon, Alice, Ling Xiaoyu, Fairy Godmother, Ursula and Goofy are all talking about the new twist and also about the talent show. Alice asks the queens how do they feel that only one of them will be the top all-star. Fairy Godmother says she doesn't like it, she was fully preparing for two of them to get a win each week. Goofy agreed and said he was also preparing for that, but what's done is done. Ling said it just makes getting that win feel better because there are 13 others fighting for the same win. Alice nods, and said she would love some more. Of course, she picked up 3 on her season. Goofy nods and said he had 2 wins. Ling said she had 1, Fairy Godmother said she had 1 also. Ursula and Sylveon said they have 0. Alice said that will change this season. You're both very talented, and can see everyone at this station doing very well this season. Ursula thanks Alice, and asks who will struggle. Sylveon quickly said Goldine. They all laugh. Ling said we do need someone to go home first, and she's perfect for it. Sylveon asks what's everyone doing for their talent show. Ling said she's going to be doing a lip-syncing performance. Alice said that is the perfect talent for Ling. Then Alice said she's taking a risk as usual, and is doing a stand-up comedy show. Ursula shocked said didn't that send you home? Alice nods and said it would be the perfect comeback. Ursula wishes her the best of luck and tells the queens she's going to be live singing. Fairy Godmother shocked said that's what she's going to be doing as well. Ursula said they are just in sync together and wished each other luck. Goofy said he's going to be doing a variety of talents, telling jokes, singing live, dancing. Alice looked to Goofy and said that's a lot to do in so little time. Do you think you can execute it well? Goofy smiling said yes, absolutely. Sylveon said she believes that Goofy can do it. Goofy thanks Sylveon and asks what is she going to do. Sylveon said she's going to be doing a spoken word about her life. Fairy Godmother said that's brave, and hope it works out for her. Sylveon thanks her and they all get ready for the upcoming talent show.
I think me doing a spoken word for my talent will set me apart from the others, because I don't think any of the other queens are doing such a performance. And I would love nothing more than winning the first Maxi Challenge of All Stars 5. It's what I'm here to do, and that's win.
Darkrai, Sylveon, Alice, Francine Smith, and Fairy Godmother slayed the challenge. Ling Xiaoyu, Red Guy, and Ursula had a great performance. Gwen, Marge Simpson, and Linda Belcher had a good performance. Poison Ivy, Goldine and Goofy had a bad performance.
I'm known for taking risks, and doing a stand-up performance with a couple of comedy queens on this cast was very risky, but I did have the judges laughing so much. That's what happens when you don't have a joke-stealing bitch here.
Welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race, All Stars 5. Let me introduce to you my judges this week. Up first, making her return to the panel, the editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine and Drag Race alumni, she is Cruella de Vil. Up next, she is our All-Star 3 champion, the hilarious Mrs. Garrison. And our extra special guest judge, former talent show winner, and our Season 2 champion, please welcome Mr. Smithers. Now we challenged our queens to perform in a talent show, and they all displayed some incredible acts. Now racers, start your engines, and may the best drag queen win. Now let the judging commence. Sylveon, congratulations, you are the top all-star of the week.
Oh my goodness, I'm the top all-star of the week? This is amazing. I'm actually a little shocked myself. There were so many incredible talents, but I am so thankful to be the top all-star. And I know exactly which bitch I am sending home when I win this lip sync. I don't quite know who I'm lip-syncing against, but she better be ready.
Francine Smith, Fairy Godmother, Alice, Darkrai. Great job this week, you are all safe.
Now this is what I like to see. Fairy Godmother in the top on the first episode. I do feel like I was a little robbed, but good for Sylveon. I'll get my win next week. This season is going to be my redemption. I will get my happily ever after.
Goldine, Goofy, Poison Ivy, you are the bottom queens of the week. Goofy, you are safe.
I cannot even believe I was in the bottom for my variety performance. I danced, I sang live, I gave everything I could, and I wasn't good enough. Did I come back too early? Should I have waited for All Stars 6? Stop it, Goofy. We all have one bad day, and that's what it was tonight. I will not let you down next week, RuPaul.
Goldine, Poison Ivy, you are up for elimination. Now whilst you go and plead your cases to your fellow queens, the judges and I will be making smoothies. You may leave the stage. Sylveon, are you ready to meet your opponent?
I am more than ready, Mama Ru. I'm sure she's no match for me, whoever she is.
Love the energy. Now shall we find out who our very first lip sync assassin is?
Absolutely. Bring her on.
Reveal yourself!
Oh shit, it's Daphne, the ultimate lip sync assassin of Cartoon Drag Race. She's won so many lip syncs, I guess it's very fitting to have her as our first assassin. I was wondering why she wasn't on the panel. Fuck you, Celia.
Daphne, my dear, welcome back. I was wondering why you weren't up here with me.
Thank you, Mama Ru. I am honored to be the first lip sync assassin of All Stars. Sylveon, just to let you know, out of 12 lip syncs I have participated in, I've only lost 2. And I'm not about to lose another. Good luck to you, you'll need it.
The time has come to lip sync for your legacy!
Daphne is one of the best lip syncers we've ever had, and I'm about to go against her. I need this win because there's one queen in the bottom who has put my family through hell, especially my Glaceon, and I need to send that bitch back to her rotted new mother, Lola.
The lip sync song is Work Bitch by Britney Spears. Daphne slayed the lip sync. Sylveon had a good lip sync.
Ladies, I've made my decision.
Daphne.
You're a winner, baby. With great power comes great responsibility.
Daphne.
Which queen has the group chosen to get the chop?
Thank God Sylveon did not win that lip sync, because I know for sure she chose my lipstick. Why wouldn't she? We have a lot of history, and her entire family are a bunch of flops. I'm really shocked she even won the talent show, to be honest. Petty win, I fear. But I have no clue who the group will vote. I know they all hate me as well. I can't be the pork chop of All Stars 5. Now this is interesting. I know for sure I would have been safe if Sylveon had won that lip sync. But now it's the group's decision, and I haven't made a good impression with them all. Maybe I've come off a little strong, but you have to make a name for yourself or you'll be forgotten. I know they all don't like Goldine as well, so I could be safe. I've spent so long trying to get back on All Stars, I can't have this opportunity taken away from me on episode 1. I really can't. The group has spoken, and the queen they have decided to get the chop is Poison Ivy.
As it is written, so it shall be done.
Poison Ivy.
You are an all-star. Now, sashay away.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, RuPaul. I can't believe I'm the pork chop of All Stars 5, especially when Goldine is here. The group made such a mistake and I hope Darkrai goes home next.
Now why am I in it? Glad she's gone. I said I'd have the last laugh with her. Haha.
Due to time length, the episode must end here. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time you have given to Cartoon Drag Race. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any episodes, and join us next time where one more queen will get the chop.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.